What's happening, guys? This is the Better Movie Podcast, the movie review show where we don't just give it a score, we take it all. I am your host, Matt Sloan, and today I am joined by the one and only Chase.
Oh, what's up, bruv? I'm the White Rabbit. I'm telling you, man, I have a secret identity. What's going on? Why can't you use it?
I am joined by...
Don't worry, man. It's already done. You did it.
International Man of Mystery.
Yes.
The White Rabbit.
That's right. When are you going to be able to say that about me? All right. What's going on? We are always laughing through all this talk.
I know, it's just a podcast where we just giggle about movies for a bit of it.
Yeah, exactly, man. We're just a bunch of giggle maniacs. But I mean, like, we're going classic. We're going classic with these movies, man. Hit us off with that one.
We're coming in from 1984. Hot.
We're dropping in from 1984.
Like this Comet dropping in.
All right, I was waiting for this sick joke, but Night of the Comet is gonna hit us.
Night of the Comet, splash. Oh, comets. So I mean, we got a big comet crashing into Earth, kills everyone, makes everyone zombies. Only survivors.
As you do.
Yeah, as it does. I mean, there's like 2 zombies in this movie, I think.
Well, we're going to afford 2 zombies because wait till we talk about the budget.
We'll get to the budget in it. Oh my lord! So this movie, I mean, it's a boss movie. You got Catherine Mary Stewart at the helm.
Oh ho ho! From Last Starfighter.
Last Starfighter. There is a lot of we're gonna be doing a lot of. I reckon they exist in the same universe. These movies.
Yeah, whatever that meant. But then there was the lovely Kelly Maroney. Only yes. I would remember her because I'm old. I'm from that time. Matt doesn't know who I'm talking about. But Kelly Maroney was in everything.
I do. Well, she's in this movie. I seen her in this movie.
Okie dokie, Matt.
She plays. Yes, she plays this Samantha, the younger sister.
Yeah. And aren't they both cheerleaders, or she's definitely a cheerleader?
She's in the Spirit Squad, isn't she?
Well, that's still a cheerleader,
isn't it?
It's an American movie, bro.
No, she Regina works in the movie place, the theater.
Oh, she's an usher, yeah, which was my first job. So I mean, that's another reason why I love this movie.
Nice.
Oh, well, who didn't you ever be an usher, bro? Everybody, that's a job you can get without having any kind of skill.
Oh no, I was a glass collector, mate.
That sounds big and important.
It wasn't. It was the worst job. I used to collect glasses
like
in a bar.
Garbage collector, but you picked up the glass. Hey, get mad to pick up the glass.
But like in a bar.
Oh, glass collecting in the bar. Oh, yeah, I've seen those guys. You have to have talent because it's kind of like you have to juggle the glasses, make sure they don't fall. Yeah. I love how they just pile them up on top of each other.
Yeah, you've got like a system, and then you got to get them to the dishwasher. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
But do you know who doesn't
Jobs
do?
we had when we were young.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad we don't do them anymore.
No.
Do you know who doesn't do a lot of work in this movie?
Who does?
Regina. Because she's like bad at her job because she just spends the whole time playing arcade games like that film that we did called The Last Starfighter.
Yeah, man. So it's so Regina was Captain Mary Stewart, right?
Yeah.
So one movie, I don't like video games. Another movie, that's all I do is play video games.
She has like the high score, but like the whole thing is just
casting.
Like, did she get good at video games in between the 2 movies?
No. She said, I could do this better.
Not enough shots of me playing video games in that movie. There needs to be some in this movie.
So basically, they had 2 different jobs, but they both survived the Night of the Comet because if you're indoors...
Yeah, if you're in steel... Apparently.
Steel. Make sure it's steel. It's kind of like lead for Superman.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they talk about that in the thing. So, set the scene. Like, there's the comet parties, and everyone's all outside, right, excited to watch the comet, and like people are trying to sell the antlers, and she's just inside with some dude chilling.
Yeah.
Killing.
Chilling and killing.
And he's like trying to fucking get down and dirty, and
as you do,
and she starts talking about Superman.
Geek girls love him. I knew I loved this movie for a reason.
Yeah. Because it's all like, oh, Superman can't see through steel, and she's all like, yeah, he can. Yeah, it's just like, this just made me like, I don't know why, but this scene just made me think of the question: have you ever played top trumps with a boner? because that's like the only thing that can make me think of.
Why?
I don't know, because that's just basically what they were doing, innit? You know what I mean? He's just there trying to smash, and she's just like, no, Superman can see through steel, but he can't see through lead, so get your facts right, fella.
He's like, come on, girl. Seriously, I brought the beer.
Offers to pay her $15. I mean, was that
I give you $15 to smash?
Yeah, basically.
Wow. Inflation.
Inflation. I mean, it kind of makes sense with the budget of this movie, though.
We're not there yet.
We're not.
So what happens when the two sisters collide?
Okay,
Get it? Did the two sisters collide? Now that's how you tell an old dad joke.
Nice.
All right, thanks.
Nice. One day I'll be at that level, Chase.
Don't look forward to it. But anyway. So what happens when these two get together and they go to the radio station?
So they get back home before they get there. They get back home and they're like, "See, Kevin's dead. He's all turned to dust. See, John's all turned to dust." She's all fuming. And they're at the house and they hear she's got the boombox blasting the radio, and then it's like the argument, like, "What are we gonna do?
What are we gonna do?" No. It sounds like a Jim Wynorski movie. But anyway.
And then they hear the voiceover, the DJ on the radio, like, "This is whatever."
It's always there's a station D. I'm here talking on the radio, trying to tell you I'm yeah.
We never stop playing music.
Yeah.
So they get go to the radio station, see if he's still there, and
yeah. And don't they because like I was saying, it's like at this time I was young enough to watch this movie. At this time I had just started college and I started working at a radio station, so everything seemed really authentic to me. Because they had to go to the EIA rack and pulling out cartridges. So the voice they were hearing on radio wasn't it just cartridges?
Yeah. It was pre-recorded messages. How good would you be? Like, for me, that was like the premise. Like, it made me want to write my own movie with just that as the premise, because it was. I just loved it. I thought it was dead cool. It's like, there's a guy on the radio, you gotta go find him, and that's like the only thing.
Yeah, and he's only just a voice on the cartridge tape.
I was like, that could have been a movie, like, on its own. You know what I mean? I was just
it would have been a weird version of Dawn of the Dead where they had that tape playing over and over again. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, somebody's out there to save us. But see, what was great here is that these weren't weak girls, though.
Yeah, well,
these were girls you did not want to run into.
These were like low-key Navy SEAls, bro.
Yeah, in short skirts.
Yeah,
well, at least Kelly Maroney.
So talk about female empowerment, man.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro.
It's all about it, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Especially like in like '84 as well. You know what I mean? It was great. It's like when like the early scene where she first sees the zombie, or like when she wakes up the day after, and he's all like, "Come here."
Yeah. Wasn't he more like Toxic Avenger or something like that? These zombies, it's like, I mean, well, yeah, you would know that.
They were just like falling apart.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it was just all like, hey, let's just put some pus on his face.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, very like a Mega Man kind of stuff, This is like, George Romero created the perfect zombies in Night of the Living Dead, and then this is like in the 80s. By the time we got to that, I'm tired of those zombies.
Yeah.
These are toxic.
These zombies glow in the dark.
Well,
there's another one. Glow in the dark zombies. But they're still kind of human, just like a bit messy,
Yeah. Pussy.
Yeah, pussy.
Yeah, pussy.
Pussy.
It's easy. Yeah, I said puss. It's easy. It's easy to make them like, oh, let me put some pus on your face. Oh, you're a zombie.
Bit dust there, bit fake blood there.
Yeah.
But she kicks his ass.
I know. I love it.
I love it.
You know what? This is also, it's 84, so it's way before Buffy.
Yeah.
But I bet you what's his name? Josh Whedon. I bet you Josh Whedon saw this movie and said, I'm going to create Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, I looked this up.
Boom! I did it. Up.
The legendary knowledge. I had to look this one up.
Yes.
He said in an interview that Samantha was kind of the idea for Buffy. I totally see it, bruv. I totally see it. You know what I mean? Same.
So Josh Whedon did our job for us. What would who would you replace? You know? Oh, wait a minute. No, but not who would I replace. I just came up with this idea off of my own. Nobody's seen this movie, right? Because it was made for so low of a budget, probably made so little of money.
I mean, should we talk about the budget?
Yeah, let's talk about that budget, bruv. Because, you know, I mean, it's kind of like a budget I would like to have for my movie. But go ahead.
Well, let us know in the comments what you think the budget is before we say it, because
All
it's
right,
gonna
so
blow
we're
your
gonna
mind.
we're gonna talk about the budget. So you have ding 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 ding. It's time to figure it out and go for it, budget boy.
$7 grand.
What?
US dollars.
U.S. dollars, $7,000.
$7,000.
Now, what did that money go on? Food.
Like the film reel.
Feel real.
I don't even know.
Well, I mean, look, man, because we just were saying there's only like maybe like 2 zombies that
Yeah.
must be like a lot of zombies, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah.
everyone's just turned to dust. It's just bricks. Like it bricks and clothes. The cheapest way of showing everyone's dead ever.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, bruv.
See this piece of dust with the t-shirt? That's a person. No, it's
Whoa.
not anymore.
Well, yeah,
We had
exactly.
$7,000 to make this movie, and you can kind of tell the cracks show a little bit, but oh my god, they pulled it off.
Yeah. They pulled it off because it's like, first of all, the female characters were really strong to
Yeah.
follow. You know what I mean? And I mean the simplicity of, okay, let's find a voice on the radio, but then now when it's not a human person, what do we do now?
Yeah.
But actually, the reason why it's called Night of the Comet, because
Yeah.
once dawn hit, it was like a
Yeah.
a Dusk to Dawn kind of film. Once dawn hit, then all of a sudden,
It's the apocalypse vibes, isn't it?
yeah, they're like, what we gonna do now?
It is not.
What we gonna do now?
I don't know.
End the movie. Give us money for the sequel.
Well, there's a guy in the radio station,
Yeah.
Hector.
Yeah.
Hector.
Doesn't it have to become
Hector, the truck driver.
the male lead for Catherine Mary Stewart?
He does.
Yeah. And,
Oh,
and little
this-
Kelly becomes the baby girl.
Yeah.
Baby girl.
Kind of love triangle going on
Not
for
really,
like
'cause
half
she
the
was
movie.
more like, you
But
know,
she's all like, "You
she was
steal
more
all
like-
my boys."
Yeah, she was more like hot sister. You know?
Yeah.
You know, she was old enough that you could think about her.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, when you put it that way.
I did.
It's the 80s, man.
The 80s, man.
The 80s,
Who
man.
played Hector? I think he was played by a famous, wannabe extra guy.
Robert Beltran.
Yes. Know who Robert Beltran is?
I recognize the dude.
You
like, I feel
recognize
like
him
I've seen
from
before.
recognize him from Voyager, bruv. From Star Trek
Yeah?
Voyager. He was like Chakotay or something like that on Star Trek
Uh-huh.
Voyager. That's why I was like, I know this guy from somewhere and everything, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, he's just in this movie. He's just like a nice dude, truck driver, but then turns into like a cowboy, like at the end of the film.
Well, it's not like
no
Buckaroo
reason.
Banzai, bruv.
No,
He's
but
just
it's like he's just like, I'm a truck driver, and then like his
I
accent.
have a particular set of skills.
Yeah, it is. But it's like he gets like a cowboy hat, goes full Texas, like out of nowhere. I was just like, this truck driver going back to San Diego now just took a little detour to Texas for some.
You know what? I can see the silhouette cartoon poster cowboy and little cheerleader girl with a lollipop. You know what I mean?
I watched that movie.
Yeah.
That sounds like every other video game.
you know, Bubblegum Crisis. Anyway,
But yeah, so he leaves, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He goes back home.
Yeah.
And then there's that the child zombie.
the child zombie.
That was
Now,
like-
this is the thing you should. Well, they did it in Night of the Living Dead, but you know, it's like and Dawn of the Dead, like Zack Snyder. Yeah, okay, child zombies.
Yeah.
That, yeah, not many people do it, but
When they do it, it's no either way, really, kinda.
well, you know, at least the child didn't smile, giggle, or laugh.
Yeah, that's true. They're just like, meh.
Nah.
It's okay. Like that voice in. Meh.
That voice that comes in out of nowhere, creepy.
I'm dead and I'm a child. Yeah, but the big thing for that scene, that whole bit where he goes home, why doesn't he go back to his truck? He just runs away. Which I was just like,
truck could be overloaded, bro. You know.
But he was there for like 10 minutes. Get the engine
I
running.
actually only stopped to catch gas. I didn't know I was gonna get around here with these zombies.
There's that, and then when he opens the door to the kid, and like he's just stood there like, "Meh," and he just shuts the door. Why wouldn't you just lock the door? Why?
It sounds like a reshoot.
Yeah.
We don't have enough scares in this movie,
True.
and let's just throw that shot in.
Yeah. Fair play,
So
like-
we have to have a reason for that shot to be in. Go home. Yeah, that's it.
Chase him around the house and then forget the truck and run.
Hey man, 7,000, bruv. How many ideas you want?
I can only imagine like this guy jogs back to LA. Well, he picks up a car, he picks up the hot rod thing along the way somewhere, doesn't he? But yeah.
So, what should we do first? Character or sequel?
Oh. Character. Explosion.
Who would we replace in this film? Now, first of all, you know, Captain Mary Stewart, how can you replace her? Because she's already coming from Last Starfighter.
Yeah. She's staying.
Yeah.
She ain't going nowhere.
Nah. Yeah.
Kind of want to recast Hector.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was
Because that was kind of like your what do you call that? Your diversity choice.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Well, you know what though? I never get to talk about this, so I'm going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Right?
Go. Go.
We're going to talk about the nuded black man for a second. Now, if you watch these kind of movies, right, there's always like, you know, the heroic black guy because Dwayne Jones did it best in Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
So then there came that guy, Ken Foree, who was in Dawn of the Dead and Leatherface and everything like that. But he did this movie, oh my God, I forgot what it's called. I'm pretty sure my man Andrew will find it for me. With Samantha Crompton and whatever. And, you know, it's From Beyond.
From Beyond.
And so these little kind of like, you know, I don't want to call it the P word. These little like you know
Tentacles.
you know, no, these are like a fish, whatever. Anyway, they go inside people, right? You know what I mean? Anyway, so she's possessed.
Yeah.
Right? So all of a sudden, she goes from doctor to hot doctor. She's like in a black you know, lingerie.
Yeah.
And like she comes up to Ken Foree and he has to do like this. The nuded black man. You don't want none of this, baby. We don't want none of this, baby. Because I'm a good guy. You don't want none of this. And she's all over him and everything like that. But now, if he was just like Stuart Gordon, who was also in the movie, Reanimator guy, you know, it'd be like, hey, we'd be having sex. You know, we'd be kissing or something like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, you know, you have that with these films where it's like you always got the nuded black man who's like, I'm just here to be the hero and nothing else. There will be no love between me and you. Tony Todd does that too. Tony Todd ends up doing that too. You know, I mean, even in Candyman, when he was supposed to be with Virginia Madsen, it's like, he's about this far from her. You're the love of my life. It's like a picture of Othello. You're the love of my life.
It's like that's it. Okay, we got the job.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what I'm trying to say here is, in Night of the Comet, I think we need ourselves another nuded black man to replace the nuded Spanish man or whatever Robert Bell trying to. Sorry about that.
Okie dokie. I'm
know?
on board with that. My one was Antonio Banderas.
He wasn't around here.
I know, but like
He wasn't around at the time. This is none of that. This is not a time. Then you're talking about one of those like senseless sequels.
yeah,
You got to deal. I know you're young and all. You got
we
to
just
deal.
recast him in the sequel.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my one, but yeah.
So I said, I was saying Ken Foree because he was around at the time. So have him to be the hero truck driver who turns into a Texas cowboy.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. You know? But what about the girls then? Lollipop girl, lollipop cheerleader.
Samantha.
Yeah, you know, I mean, like, and stuff, you know, I mean, because, what are we talking about?
It's like
What is this? It's the 80s, right?
Yeah,
It's
so
80, 81, 84?
Yeah, 84.
I think Deborah Winger was around at the time.
Yeah.
And he said, who's Deborah Winger? So Deborah Winger was
Who's
an urban
Deborah
cowboy.
Winger?
And Deborah Winger was around an urban cowboy. And
This is why I love watching these movies, man. It's like a whole new world.
Oh my god. Yeah, I say Deborah Winger. Because what I loved about Deborah Winger was Deborah Winger wore a swimsuit as Wonder Girl in a Wonder Woman TV series with Linda Carter.
Yes.
So she definitely was around, and she definitely could have played young, and she could have been Samantha.
Give her the role, give her an Oscar, and a bonus of that $7K budget.
And pants.
And pants.
I'm just saying. I love to educate this young blood because, you know, that's what we should change the show to, young blood and old blood. Or young blood and old boy. Yeah, there we go. That's the nickname for the show, young blood and old boy. Pictures coming soon.
coming to a theatre near you. We're taking the show on the road, man.
Taking it on the road, bro. Taking it on the road, bro. You know what I mean?
We're doing it live.
Doing it live, man.
That'd be so good, man. That'd be so much fun.
Oh my God! Can you stand watching us laugh all the time? No, we have to have some words involved. Yeah. So,
well, let's make a
sequel, man.
A sequel. Okay. Well, I think.
Oh, sequel.
There's a big explosion. Some confetti comes down.
Yeah. Hopefully, somebody who edits this show will put letters on it. Yeah. Hint.
Times New Roman text.
Yeah. That'll work. So, the sequel to Night of the Comet.
So, I'm saying, you know, at the end of this movie where they're like a family. I mean, we've skipped over a lot of stuff that happens later on.
Of course. Yeah.
Go watch it. It's a good movie. Like, so they're like, happy family at the end. And they're like, the burden of civilization falls upon us. Does it, yeah.
Falls upon us to be like Adam and Eve. So, like, you can have my sister on Tuesday and Thursdays. And you can have me on the weekends.
I don't
like it was that kind of family. I think it was, you say family, I say triangle.
Movie cast. But the way they're all like, oh, dude, we can't cross at the light. And then the big thing for me was the what was the dude's initials? Oh, the MK. At the start where he sets not the high score but like breaks a top 10 high score thing, and it's like, don't see it for the rest of the film who this guy is. The whole film I was like, when is this dude gonna show up?
Why is this going on?
And it turns out, like, last shot of the film, it's the millionaire guy who's got loads of cars who picks up Samantha and takes her out. But leading us on to our sequel,
yes,
she finds out that that's DMK, goes and challenges him to an arcade game. That's a part of it, but he could be super evil. Samantha obviously in love with him. And it's all about rescuing Samantha from the evil DMK.
Rescuing Samantha from evil DMK sounds good, but it needs a title. So that title will be The Comet. No, next day. No, no, that doesn't work. No, that doesn't work.
We got Night of the Comet.
Oh, wait. We gotta go with the Night of the Living Dead and all that. So we gotta go Day of the Comet.
Day of the Comet. morning of the Comet.
Morning of the Comet. Oh, the morning after?
Or we could spell it wrong and be like morning as in like death. Ooh. Scary.
Dude, this is only another $7,000 you're getting. So I say we go with Day of the Comet. Because now they gotta survive the day back into night.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
What happens in the next night?
I don't know. DMK's got the girl, so
and a fleet of cars, and he's a bit stupid.
Only a bit.
Could be crazy. Could be one of those crazy stupid people.
One of those crazy stupid people. Oh my God, there's another bit to this movie. Crazy stupid people. Only the people who those are the people who would survive a comet collision. It's crazy stupid people.
It's like how they survive. They spend the night in the theater. Samantha spends the night in a shed. In a shed.
Wait. So remember, we had this whole steel versus lead argument. Yeah. So how is a shed have steel or metal shielding?
Well, that is news to me, JC.
Well, it shouldn't be because you watched the film again. But
you don't see the shed. She's just like at home.
I spent the night in the shed.
When Regina
so it probably was like a bomb shelter.
Yeah.
And she just called it a shed.
It was a really good shed, man.
Well, if it's made of metal, yes.
Yeah. Shed.
And why was she in the shed? Did she get locked in the shed?
I can't remember. She goes for like
Ice cream.
She goes to see her mates or something. I don't know. It's like 2 lines.
Is this
in the movie
actually
there.
play out in the movie? Because
No,
my memory is pretty fuzzy.
it's just like dingy too.
She just says it at the end. I was in the shed. Don't ask me why.
When Regina gets home, she's like at the house and she's like, "Oh hey," and then she goes outside and like everybody's gone. Like those shot, like there's a really cool shots with
the empty streets, wasn't it? I mean,
double.
this is before like 28 days later, people.
Yeah,
So this was like
it's just empty in the red.
I love that bit.
They were cool, man.
And well, the red tent is easy. You put that, $7,000, right? Shot that in broad daylight, and then they just put the red thing on post. But but the empty streets. I mean, how do you get those streets empty? That's got to be the thing. It's like,
timing. You got to time it.
Well, yeah, man. I got to shoot at 6 a.m. like Tom Cruise did in Vanilla Sky.
Apparently, they shot on most of those scenes on early morning on Christmas Day.
There you go. Everybody's at home. There's nobody going to leave their house on Christmas Day. That's good pull, bruv.
It's commitment, that, isn't it?
$7,000. That's some smart producing right there. Christmas morning in the city, man.
It's just good. I mean, it worked.
I mean, it was afternoon. People go to the movies in the afternoon, but in the morning, everybody's at home opening presents.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Wow. Excellent. You've heard it here first. My man Matt here, down at Youngblood, he gets the facts.
I get strange facts.
Strange facts. Let's go. Strange facts.
Strange facts.
So, the last thing, what about music, man? Did that impress you?
I could like swear a lot about this soundtrack, but I won't. Oh my god, this is a great soundtrack. It's so good.
It is
so good.
Well, why don't you say how good it is, bruv? I don't know.
It's just like, I mean, I've not heard a lot of the songs before, but it's right up my street. That 80s
music,
80s
man.
rock
Was
it
synth rock?
It's just synthy enough. Not overboard too much. It was just synthy enough, and like
was it British or was it American?
No, it's super American, like.
Okay, yeah.
But the big one, Cyndi Lauper. Girls just want to have fun.
Is that in there?
Hell yeah! There's just the whole scene where they like have the argument
Cyndi
about
was pimping herself out in the 80s, man. You know what I mean?
She was absolutely at it. Yeah, but that's awesome.
You know what? You did say female empowerment, and that girls just want to have fun was all about that.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe that's where the $7,000 went.
In it on licensing that song.
Just that one song, man. I can believe it.
But
take it.
That part in the mall, the whole scene in the mall where they're like getting all like to just go to the mall and do chick stuff at the mall.
Yeah.
Whatever chicks did in 1984.
Well, they went to the mall.
Yeah, they went to the mall.
Because we talked about it in Fast Times.
Yeah, we did. Go back, go watch that episode.
Oh, please do.
Yeah, and then there's the what are they called? The security night porter people who were at the mall, and they're proper
security night porter people.
Scary and horrible. And he's like,
Five Nights at Freddy's people. Five Nights at Freddy's.
It is though. They are like evil.
Yeah.
Evil.
Yeah. It's not like Paul Blart Mall Cop or anything.
No. It's like these guys like. Well, he says it in the film like the best line of the film. He's like, he's holding Samantha hostage, and she's like, "You let him go," and like he like shoots his mate. And they got each other hostage, and he's like shoots him, and she's like, "You crazy?" And he's like, "I'm not crazy. I just don't give a fuck." I was like, "Yes, fella, you tell him."
Oh, I love it when boys just get together and make movies on the weekend. That's what this was about. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It was a great line.
Yeah, no.
Like, I can get behind that.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah. I mean, all in all, this is a great movie, man. I love this movie.
Yeah, man. I'm going to do a rewatch of this one because, I mean, this is one of my faves. It's like when you said Night at the Comet, I was like, I'm all in. I'm all in.
Yeah, man. It's great. It's so good.
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised by the acting. Pleasantly surprised by the soundtrack. I loved how there's a little thing, and it is that kind of mall part where there's music throughout this movie, right? And it's just song after song after song after song. They're all rammers, which is great. But then it's like, when they get to those scary guys and they have that encounter, he's like, "Turn that shit off!" Like shoots the boombox, and the music just stops.
Yeah.
and it doesn't like there's no music for ages in the film, and it's just like it just changes the tone so quickly, and like
Yeah,
it's just
well,
like, oh
that's
shit,
when they
just
go
got
for the
real,
suspense stuff.
Yeah, but like it proper hit me. I don't know if it's just because like it was the music, but like it's like they cut the music off and like shit got real.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, they're in danger, you know what I mean?
Do you know who the director was then?
I could find out.
Only because it sounds like a person with more skill than $7,000 allows.
Innit?
Well, I mean, because when you just pointed out that bit about the cutting music to silence, you know, that's like, oh wow, I could feel that, and stuff. You know what I mean?
It hit me. It got me.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh.
Oh, you know what, man? Before we go, I gotta tell you, right? Because we did this, right?
Yeah.
We gotta do Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Please tell me you know what I'm talking about.
I heard of this movie.
Oh,
I have not seen this movie.
God. So, please, there will be a special. Matt Youngblood has to watch. You need to tell him down in the thing so that way he knows to watch. Because if you don't tell him down in the comments below, we're not going to do it. I'm telling you.
Tell me.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space, bros.
Yeah.
This is bonkers. It's serious bonkers, man, where these like giant alien clowns come to Earth and start killing and eating people. They travel in a big top. You know what I mean? They have these huge like clown faces, but they do clown stuff, man, like with the clown cars and oh, dude, you gotta see this movie.
This is just the sequel to this Night at the Comet.
I'm telling you. We shouldn't talk about other movies on here, but I'm just trying to get the audience, man. Dudes, if you're liking this show, if you're liking the flavor of this show, you got to say Killer Clowns, Killer Clowns, Killer Clowns.
I'm gonna be having nightmares about Killer Clowns doing that episode now. We're waking up, hot sweats and that.
Oh man, excellent movie.
So, I think that brings us to it, Chase.
Yeah, man, that brings us to it, man. You know, because I got to go to the bathroom. That's how I time everything.
and on that, thank you for watching, guys. Let us know what you thought in the comments. If you seen it, go and watch Night of the Comet because it's boss.
And hope you enjoyed the tour.
Yeah, and we hope you enjoyed the tour.
There you go.
Take it easy.
Now you got it ended.
You're crazy! I'm not crazy, I just don't give a fuck!